Welcome to Joseph and Elene. Thank you for tuning in. For the past several weeks, we've been providing suggestions for couples to help them come out stronger together during the coronavirus.
So if this is your first time tuning in, please go back and watch some of the other videos that we have. We provide insights and activities for you and your partner and your family during this time of quarantine. Today's topic is playing games together.
For starters, you want to categorize games into two types: cooperation or collaboration and competitive.
That's our dog. He just doesn't want to eat his food, but he will have to eat his food. It's Yukonuba. Go ahead, my love.
So you want to communicate beforehand so that you know what type of game that you're doing. There was a time when my husband and one of our children were playing a game, and one was playing for cooperation and the other was not.
I think we have a difference in perception. One, I was playing with my daughter alone. That's one. And what I was doing was I was teaching her the benefits of competition. I was really teaching her to be a beast. Now, she was learning quite well because we were playing Don't Break the Ice, and she was laughing because she was thinking I was about to lose the game. She was looking at me funny, and she was going, She was doing all kinds of stuff. So I was trying to get her to be a beast, and she was actually doing it quite well.
She was 3 years old.
Yeah, but you start early. You don't teach her to be a beast at like 13. You start early.
I was having her play that game so that she could learn how to share the hammer with other people because she didn't want to share the hammer.
Well, she never told me that that's what she was doing. Some competitive games can be like poker, Uno, dominoes, or even solitaire.
I think you need to let them know how you can do solitaire as a competitive game.
First of all, let me just say this. Some people are more competitive than they like to admit. I was playing solitaire on my computer, and I would go to work, and I would come back, and my wife would leave up a solitaire game with a lower score than mine. So next thing you know...
meant a higher score.
What?
A higher score.
No, your time was lower. We were trying to see who could finish first.
Oh, overall. I thought you were talking about overall time. Yes.
So next thing I know, my wife is, every time I come in, it's a different time and it's lower than mine. So we began going back and forth. Solitaire became a competitive sport thanks to my wife. And I will have you know.
This is not a confessional.
I will have you know. Anyways, that's how solitaire becomes a competitive sport. You're so crazy.
You are. So there are also cooperation or collaborative type games. So these are things like word games, like word count, puzzles, and then even you can combine the two where you're playing competitively but against another couple, so it's collaboratively. So you can do virtual charades, virtual Pictionary, virtual bingo, all on Zoom.
Mm-hmm. And my wife and we play this game. It's called Word Count. So it's basically almost like a hangman type of game, and you have to figure out what the missing letters are. And we play it together. We play it independently. We play it together. Sometimes we get stuck on our game, and I'll give it to my wife, and she'll come up with the word. Or sometimes she gets stuck on her game and give it to me, and I come up with it. Or we just take the phone, and it is on the phone. It's a phone app. We get on the phone, and we just play the game together. It's a lot of fun.
And I like actually playing that game. And there's a satisfaction I have when I know that I don't know. I have a sense that, let me show my husband. He'll get it. He'll know.
It's funny she says that because she'll give me the game, but she's been struggling for like 30 minutes, and then I'll look at it.
It'll be like 3 days. I'm struggling for 3 days, and he looks at it and he's got it. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time.
It was like, oh, that word was Winnebago.
What?
Now, there are some benefits of playing games together. One, it's just fun. Two, you can support your partner and celebrate the accomplishments together. And then three, it's a sort of quality time that you guys are spending together.
One of the reasons we love collaboration, cooperation type games is because by removing the competition, it allows us to work together towards a common goal.
And so instead of us competing against each other, we're celebrating with each other. Now, competition also has its place, and competition is not bad. But you just want to be mindful that the whole purpose of playing games together, and especially the purpose of these videos, is for us to come out of this quarantine stronger. So just a word of caution also, make sure that there is a balance between the time that you invest in yourselves as a couple, as well as the time that you invest while you're playing games. You want to make sure, because we've had times where we've played games for hours, and we calculated the time that we spent, and it wasn't spent developing ourselves. So there was a healthy balance that we learned that we needed to have when we play these types of games.
Yeah, I think it's especially with virtual games, apps on the apps, because you can just half a day can go by, and you've just been playing games all day.
So true, so true.
So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, you can find us on Facebook at Joseph and Elene, on Instagram at Joseph and Elene. Please remember to share with your friends, and have a good night.
Good night.